I ditched the diet culture and it completely changed my life. And I can completely understand why eating the way I will explain you now is completely going viral. So if you have been a dieter, you know for a fact you haven't been eating intuitively because that doesn't go hand in hand with dieting, and you haven't been eating mindfully because that also doesn't go hand in hand. So these are the two things you actually need to master as new skills in order to become an intuitive eater, in order to end emotional eating, in order to end binge eating. What does that actually mean? Mindfulness or mindful eating means eating when you're hungry, stopping when you're full, understanding triggers that might trigger you to eat when you're not physically hungry and dealing with them instead of pushing them aside, understanding what emotions those triggers are producing instead of being like, I cannot, not want to deal with this. This is too much. I will deal with this when I am happy and full. You will not. So mindful eating means literally like you sit at the table when you're physically hungry, you start eating, you chew your food, no distractions. You actually assess, is this something that I like to eat, or am I eating it just because it's healthy, supposedly, or it's like the new trendy food, superfood that I think that I should include, but in fact it gives me zero joy and pleasure. And then assessing at the same time, when is that moment coming where I feel that I am satiated and that I can stop and put food on the side. Along with that, what is on your plate is what we call intuitive eating. There are principles of intuitive eating, but you can start with ditching the dieting mentality, the good and the bad foods, the portion, the sizing, and listening more to what your own body is telling you that feels good. Because honestly, if the dieting principles, if that worked, it would have worked for you by now. Like, don't put yourself in the position where you are constantly saying that you are the problem because you are not able to sustain a diet. You are not a robot, but also for the most part, you hate those foods and you hate how those foods make you feel, which is why you don't want to sustain it. Have you ever given yourself the chance and the opportunity to eat in a mindful way and to eat as an intuitive eater? Let me know in the comments what has been your experience, or DM me if you want to chat a little bit more.